A while ago, I was doing the FlyLady evening routine in videos, but I never finished doing them individually one by one because I did layout clothes for tomorrow and check your calendar, and I think then I skipped to 2 minutes clearing off a hotspot because in between is put things needed for tomorrow at the launch pad. I kind of covered that in the check your calendar part because that's all in my launch pad or command center in the front entrance. And then shine your sink. I guess sometime I can try to make a video of that, but it's pretty self-explanatory, and the sink's pretty clean to begin with, so it's just kind of wiping out the water. I'm not going to make a video of myself washing my face or brushing my teeth or going to bed at a decent hour, so I've decided that I'm just going to read out the FlyLady routine, and just in case anyone's wanting to hear it all at once. I'm going to start with the evening routine. I wrote everything down on a piece of paper, which I printed out and put in a frame just so that I can check it all off with a dry erase marker. And since it's nighttime right now, I'll start with reading the evening routine. I wrote down PM because that's a reminder to me that means prepare for morning. So first of all, lay your clothes out for tomorrow. This helps so that you're not looking around for things at the last minute in the morning. Check your calendar, make sure you know what your plans are for the next day. Put things needed for tomorrow at the launch pad, which is usually like your front entrance or wherever. It could be your kitchen, depends, wherever it makes sense for you and your family to have everything put together that you need for the next day. Where are your keys? This thankfully isn't as much of a struggle now, except if I don't put them in the spot that they belong, I have no idea where they are. And the last time I lost my keys, I still haven't found them. So it's very important to put them where they belong. Spend 2 minutes clearing off a hotspot. I did a video explaining this more in depth of what a hotspot is, but I also kind of rambled on at the time about my kids being sick or something. So clearing off a hotspot is just going and spending 2 minutes clearing off an area that tends to get cluttered every day. Often that might be your kitchen table or just even a ledge that you pile mail on. Just spending a couple minutes every night to just clear that off and put things away helps so that it doesn't continue to build up day after day. And clutter really attracts clutter, and then it can become a more overwhelming mess quite easily. Shine your sink. That's the first beginner step in baby step in the FlyLady's book, Sink Reflections. And the reason for that is that if you go to your kitchen in the morning and you have a sink full of dishes, it's overwhelming and you can't really do anything. You can't cook if your sink is dirty. Can't. Just having a nice shiny sink makes a good starting point. So if you get absolutely nothing else done, that's your baby step to start with. And I encourage you to follow there's FlyLady videos online. She's got a website with all the information, and also to buy or borrow this book and give a good read. This is very well-read book, and I need to read it again to keep me on track. And the next on the list is wash face and brush teeth. So that's hopefully something that you do every night already. But if not, obviously it's a good thing to take a couple minutes to do to take care of yourself. Go to bed at a decent hour. That's something I'm struggling with today because my allergies are bugging me and keeping me up past my bedtime. So that's the evening routine, that part there. And the morning routine, what we're going to do in the morning is get dressed to shoes, including hair and face, and brush teeth. So the reason that it says get dressed to shoes is that you have in your home a more, like, what's the word I'm looking for? You're just more ready to go if you're wearing shoes instead of just sitting down and kicking your feet up to relax. Make your bed. If the best thing to do is to make your bed as soon as you get out of it, and then it makes your room look so much better. I did a video on each of these, I think, a couple years ago in the morning routine, but making your bed makes such a difference in the appearance of your room because it takes up probably the majority of your room. Swish and swipe is her terminology for just doing a quick clean up in your bathroom in the morning, instead of leaving like yesterday's clothes all over the floor and towels wherever. Just take a couple minutes and tidy it up and swish and swipe whatever needs to be done. Empty the dishwasher. I don't always get to this, but it is really helpful if I could empty the dishwasher in the morning, because then it's ready to be filled throughout the day when you have dishes to put in there and you're not putting them in the sink and letting them pile up. Reboot laundry. A load a day keeps chaos away. FlyLady uses chaos as an acronym for can't have anyone over syndrome. And laundry, especially if you have a family of any size, laundry can build up quite quick. So doing a load a day is a better way to keep on top of it so that it doesn't get overwhelming where you need to have a decent amount of time set aside for it. Doing a load a day is a good suggestion to just keep on top of it and not have a big mountain pile up. Again, check your calendar in the morning. Make sure you know what you're doing. Don't forget things. Can't always rely on our brains to know everything. Check your control journal. Control journal is again a FlyLady jargon thing, but basically it's a household management binder. So it's a place to put your cleaning routines. You could put your family budget in there. You can put a little notepad in there. Depends what she has, some guidelines on what she suggests to put in there, but you can tailor it however you want, whatever makes sense for your family. And then on here I also put a few reminders. What's for dinner, because you should think about that earlier in the day instead of scrambling at the last minute. Drink your water. I have to work on that one, honestly. Declutter for 15 minutes. That too. And yeah, clutter attracts clutter, as she said, and there's a lot of great channels to follow on YouTube. Clutterbug is one of my favorites, and then there's Peter Walsh. He's from Clean Sweep. Do It on a Dime. There's tons that are much better than this, but just for motivation, you can look at those and declutter for even a few minutes a day and just work up to it. It's amazing when you focus yourself how much you can actually declutter in a short amount of time. Next it says 15 minutes of loving movement, which is a nice way of saying exercise. And I'm getting better with this lately because the kids and I have been members of the Y for a while. And I'm enjoying Zumba and Aquafit, and hopefully I'll work up to some other things there. And the kids are doing swimming lessons and other fun stuff. Running around playing games. And yeah, so that's that. So I'm going to try to get back on the FlyWagon and follow this more closely, because even though I've been familiar with this for years, there's a few things I still need to work on, and try not to get overwhelmed. She says jump in where you are. Thanks. Good night.